Can I ask a personal question? How's your saddlebag hanging? Childish, yes. Juvenile, of course. Listen, in the course of about 3 days, I went from 80 degrees to shoveling about 7 inches of snow. I'm really not myself. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. I'm back amongst all of my things. So, how is your saddlebag hanging? And by that I mean, how do you support your saddlebag if you do indeed have a saddlebag, like a Carrot Ice Nelson Long Flap or a Zeitgeist bag from Swift Industries? Do you support it? Does it need to be supported? The one area where I tend to let aesthetics hold sway is I like a saddlebag not on a rack, but I still need to support it because I've got stubby little legs and I don't, there's never enough seat post exposed to keep the bag from hitting the top of the tire. And I've used the Bagman bag support from Carrot Ice, and those work well enough. But then a couple of years ago, Rob at Ocean Air Cycles came up with the Erlen rack. And it's a bag support, as you can see, but it's different in the way that it attaches. So with the Bagman support, you attach the support behind the seat post clamp, which means you have to have enough rail back there to support that clamp or to accept that clamp. And that's where I ran into trouble. On a B-17 or, even with a cambium, the rails can be a little short. And by the time I got the saddle where I needed it to be, I was really pushing it with enough room, having enough room to attach that support. The way the Erlen works is it gets sandwiched between the rails of the saddle and the clamps of your seat post. So the tubular part of the rack here actually acts like the rails of your saddle would, and then the rails of your saddle go in this channel here, and then you have the top of your seat post clamp and everything gets sandwiched together. According to Rob, it is stronger, which I don't doubt. It does require longer seat post bolts, and the first generation of these were actually made here in the U.S., and since then, Nitto is actually making them in Japan. And so what's included with the rack are 3 bolts, both which are appropriate for Nitto seat posts, either the single post or the single bolt or the double bolt seat post. If for whatever reason those don't work, you take your seat post bolt to your local hardware/home store and you should be able to get a stainless bolt that will work just fine. I really like this rack. Like everything else, it's been challenging. It's been challenging for him to have them made, and it's been challenging for me to get them. And it seems like I sell them just as soon as I get them in stock. But if you want what I would consider a maybe cleaner look, it's worth checking out. I'll put the link in the description. You can have at it. One of the things I did while I was gone, and one of the things I tend to shoot myself in the foot is snacking. If I open a bag of potato chips, I'm generally going to eat a bag of potato chips, and that's not good as a general rule. So you try to find alternatives, and pork rinds are one of the things that can be relatively clean as a snack. But those can have some junky things in them too. I found through another YouTuber actually this brand of pork rinds. What is it? 5303? God, I can't even remember now. I'll put a picture of the bag. And if you're looking for a clean snack, these are the best pork rinds I've ever had. And if you're looking for kind of a clean snack, check them out. I really like them. I know they're available at Costco. They're available at some other grocery stores. I don't really have any affiliation. I'll put an Amazon link down in the description if you can't find them at your store and you want to buy them that way. I will get a small, very small commission on those. But that's just something that I found here in the last couple days that's really good and not terrible for you. Now for the bad news. So you've waited for your bike, or bikes, as it were, and you finally get a delivery date, the shop calls you, and then they say, oh, by the way, the price has gone up. To add on to all the other challenges with COVID, bike prices are going up probably in the next, I don't know, I didn't really see a date, but I would imagine it'll be sometime in or around the spring, basically right around the time that all the bikes are coming in. 10 to 25%. They went up about 22% last year, and they're going to go up another 10 to 25% this year. It's never good news. I mean, let's be honest, prices never go down. But there's a myriad of reasons. The value of the dollar is going down. Materials prices are going up. Fuel prices are going up, which means shipping prices increase. And Taiwan apparently is, from a population standpoint, kind of upside down. More people died last year than were born. So they're having to outsource labor from places like the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia. The trouble is that those countries, because of COVID, are mostly shut. And so people can't get in there to work. I mean, it's just a mess. The whole thing is a bloody mess. So I never like to be the bearer of bad news, but just prepare yourselves. If you are indeed waiting for a bike, chances are you're probably going to have to spend just a little bit more than you were expecting. That's all I got for today. I really appreciate, as always, the input from the community. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Share it with a friend, would you? And ask them to subscribe. That'd help me a bunch. And until next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. I'll talk to you soon.